Picture cruising down a bumpy gravel logging road with your portable satellite dish planted firmly on the metal roof, refusing to budge even when crosswinds try their best. That is pretty much the peace of mind TAILBB aimed for with their magnetic roof mount, tailored specifically for the Starlink Mini. Now, anybody who has tried setting up mobile internet on a camper van knows the usual headache of dealing with awkward clamps, permanent drilling, or suction cups that love to slide off the moment the temperature drops. What stands out right off the bat with this setup is the sheer grip strength. We are talking about 8 separate magnets, packing a combined 80+ kilograms of pulling power per foot, which translates to a ridiculous total hold. You could practically lift the corner of a small hatchback with this thing attached. Thankfully, they had the foresight to coat every magnet in a thick rubber boot, so drivers do not have to watch in horror as their brand new paint job gets chewed up every time they take the rig out on a weekend trip. The physical footprint hugs the actual dimensions of the dish itself quite nicely, keeping the profile low enough that highway speeds won't turn the whole assembly into an unwanted aircraft wing, screaming at 70 miles per hour. Installing the hardware requires zero tools, which feels like a luxury when fingers are cold out in the middle of a forest campsite. Flipping the quick-release latches takes just a few seconds, meaning moving the antenna from the hood of an off-road truck over to the top of a boat deck happens in under a minute. Still, it is not completely flawless. Because those magnets grab steel surfaces with such terrifying authority, pulling them back off requires a very deliberate rocking motion and a bit of muscle. Anyone with wrist joint issues might find themselves wrestling with it a little more than they'd prefer. The metallic finish looks sturdy enough to shrug off torrential downpours and baking desert sun without falling apart, though the overall weight sits around 1.65 kilograms, giving it a somewhat heavy feel to toss into a backpack. Ultimately, if you spend a lot of time chasing remote signals across rough terrain and need something that clamps down and simply refuses to let go, this magnetic base gets the job done without making a permanent hole in your vehicle.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.